Hey everyone, Big Mac here. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Red. So when we last left off, we had just finished cruising around on the SS Anne. What did we do? We did a lot of stuff. We learned that we obtained the new HM, our first hidden machine? I forget what the H stands for. I think it's hidden. Anyway, let's teach it to Dukes. And now that we have Dukes, we can actually go into this cave. Well, we could have gone in through this cave before. Welcome to Diglett Cave. There's nothing really too fancy about this place. It has Digletts. So like other times like I've done before is, I'll show you guys one wild Diglett. I forgot to go level up Poncho. I am so smart. Wow. I am a genius. Alright, I will skip through battles. The important thing that's out here actually is going to be what's on the other side of this place. So you guys remember we've seen those little tree things before, those little like shrubby cut down things? It turns out we can actually cut those things down. So looks like we are so close. Okay, wow, this was not unexpected. Occasionally, you can find the evolved form of Diglett out here. This is Dugtrio. Dugtrio is actually very fast and has good attack power as well. So that's why I've mentioned in previous episodes, I like using Dugtrio in my regular runs of this game. However, okay, this is a very smart Dugtrio that's just using Sand Attack over and over again, and it's probably going to start using Slash or something. Yeah, I need to switch this out. I'm just going to switch it out to Ducks because, of course, Dugtrio's key move is Dig. And let's use Cut! This is going to kill Dukes. Really? That didn't kill it? Ducks actually hurt it? If Ducks kills this Dugtrio, I am going to be beyond impressed. I think... okay, never mind. But yes, I will use my next Pokemon. Let's pull Poncho back out. The only reason that I've been trying to focus on Arturo out here is because since Dugtrio can use Dig actually does not affect flying types. Come on, Poncho! I know your accuracy is not the bestest. And Poncho! Thank you. Thank you. So, finally we're out of that cave. We don't have this flash thing that they're talking about. But anyway, look at where we are, guys. We're back outside of Viridian Forest. And you're fainted, even if you have a Pokemon that's fainted, you can use Cut. I don't know how that works, but whatever. So, yeah, look at that. We went back to Pewter City. So, again, remember, we couldn't have gone back to Pewter City from Cerulean because there was that jump down ledge from Mount Moon. However, now we can actually go back and forth between these two cities as needed. Just by using the Diglett Cave as a shortcut to go through them. So, speaking of, using Cut, speaking of shortcuts, let's see what's further down this way. We didn't see anything of particular interest inside of the forest, but remember off to the side of the forest we saw a couple of interesting things. So we saw some items, and we saw, ooh, there's a house. Hi, house. What are you, house? Yeah, I just figured that out myself, mister. This guy wants an Abra from Mr. Mime? Yeah. Again, that's not a bad deal, especially since in this version, this is the only instance where you can find a Mr. Mime. Johnny, stop it! Stop it! Okay. So hacking away with Cut, we actually are back down here by the forest and everything. Hey, that looks like one of Professor Oak's aides. Yeah, I do remember you. So, if you have caught 10 kinds of Pokemon, this is actually where you collect HM05, which is the Flash technique that we've heard mentioned before. What we can actually use it for is to light up dungeons that are otherwise too dark. Mount Moon was not one of those dungeons because obviously we still see everything in there, but we don't have anybody on our team that can use it right now. So, what are we gonna do? Ooh, HP up. Okay. Ooh, and more stuff down here even. No more room for items? Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to use my HP up then, aren't I? Let's give it to Poncho. Let's give Poncho some vitamins. Yeah, that's what they are. They're vitamins. Yeah. Sure. Anyway, yeah, these are just the same trees that we saw back when we were going up on Route 2. So what I'll actually do right now is I will meet you guys back in Vermilion City. See ya. Oh, I went down south to see myself singing Poliwag Doodle all the day. Oh, myself, she is a spunky gal singing Poliwag Doodle all the day. Fairly well, fairly on my favorite fay. Oh, I'm off to Louisiana for to see my Louisiana singing Poliwag Doodle all the day. Alright guys, we are back out here outside of Vermilion City. Let's go ahead and put Poncho out in front because before we leave Vermilion City, we might as well take on the gym leader, right? I think so. I think that's a good idea. First of all, I'll do it later. I was gonna go ahead and store like my extra items up in my Pokebox, but I figured I'll just do that later. Of course, you can store you can only store 20 items in your bag right now. So those of you guys who are used to, you know, later generations of Pokemon games, you guys are spoiled. I really don't. Maybe I can use up some of these rare candies, and well, I guess I could use my rare candies now, but I really don't see a point in it. So welcome to Lieutenant Surge's gym. Basically, Poncho is going to be doing everything today. It's the Poncho show. It's the Poncho. Of course, everybody knows this, like, trap, or not trap, but the secret code behind actually figuring out how to confront, Lieutenant Surge is you have to go through all the trash cans and then figure out which ones, have the switches, and then you have to go to the one next to the one that has the switch. So, again, what I will probably do in the situation is first I'll battle all these trainers. Then I'll go and try and find the switch thing, and I'll just forward to whenever that happens. But first, like I've mentioned, let's just try and finish off these trainers. We should have a relatively easy time. Poncho knows Dig, so ground attacks are strong against electric type. And Poncho's got a decent attack score as it is, and Dig is a modestly strong attack. I forget what its actual attack strength is. It's something like 80 or something like that? I forget. Maybe not that high. Stronger than Swift, though. So at least 60 and at most 90. Somewhere in that region. Of course, Lieutenant Surge's gym is all about the electric types. So, of course, fire works as well. But usually this Dig will wind up being a better option for us. Of course, one thing I do have to be careful though is that I only have 10 PP for Dig. So I'm either going to have to use an Ether and replenish it, or something. It always freaks me out when that happens, because like the new Pokemon comes out, and you're not really sure if the game, you know, there's always that small chance that the game kind of froze or something, because it kind of sticks on that one frame for just a little bit longer than you were expecting it to. That always scares me. I'll admit, it does. Alright, I think we have one last regular trainer. Okay. Lieutenant Surge was your colonel back when you were in the army. Okay, Mr. Gentleman. So, again, I don't know my military get-ups or setups. So I don't know my order of ranks or any of that stuff. So is Colonel higher than Lieutenant, or... No, I guess Lieutenant would have to be higher than Colonel, right? Yeah, that makes more sense. Anyway, let's try and play the Find the Thingy in the Trash game. Is it here? No. Is it here? No. Is it here? No. Is it here? No. Is it here? Yes, there's a switch under the trash. You know what? The fact is that... Oh my gosh, I got No! The lock throw resets. That was probably my best chance of finding it too because it was in the corner. I screwed it up. Alright. Nope. Alright. Oh my gosh. Okay, second switch. First switch, here in the corner. Come on, Bubby. Turn the second switch behind you. Yes, baby! The motorized door has opened, and now we are taking on Lieutenant Surge. Hey, kid. Oh, man. Why did that remind me of Sir Ron Lionheart? Oh my gosh. I haven't seen Sir Ron Lionheart in a while. I think he started like redoing LPs, didn't he? I don't know. There are LPsers that I watch, the ones that I'm subscribed to. Then there are the ones that I kind of pay attention to sometimes. Just in and out of consciousness. Not to the point where it's like, I will watch every one of your videos, I will subscribe to you, but more like, what you up to? So there's a handful of people that I have like that on my short list of channels. So Ron Lionheart being one of them. Anyway, we're almost done with this Lieutenant Surge gym battle. Fortunately, our awesome Poncho just might be able to totally, yes! And Poncho gained another level. Admittedly, Poncho is pretty strong for this point in the game. Normally, your Pokemon are maybe 24, 25. Of course, since they're only kind of training 2 at the moment, then... Oh my gosh, I forgot the... Darn it! You know what? I'm actually just throw away something here. What can I throw away? I'm just gonna... No, I would need to use both of those. Shimmy Christmas. Okay, how many... Do I have like a... You know what? I'll just buy these later on in the game. Hyper Potion. Yeah, why not? Just use it on Poncho. Woo! Poncho recovered by 21 points. Oh my gosh. Alright. One thing that always also bugged me is how does the whole, like, speed is increased, defensive is increased. Does that actually work? Like, is there a physical description in the stats of your Pokemon? So should I have had more Pokemon in my party by this time then? So that way they all could have gotten that speed increase? That was one thing that I was never completely sure on how it actually worked. In the meantime, let's head back up to Cerulean City. You guys have seen the road up that way, so I'm just going to cut this out. Alright, we are pulling back up here onto Cerulean City. Yep, the color just changed. Actually, down here, in fact, there is another tree that we can just cut down, so we don't have to go all the way back up to Misty's house. Now, remember, we actually have a bike voucher that we got from the president of the Pokemon Club. Here's a bicycle store. Sweet! I am a serious idiot. Okay, I'll be right back. Yes, the bike voucher. We have room for the now. Wait. Could they really have not just switched out the whole bike voucher and the bicycle as the same item? Or maybe just the way that the system is set up, it stores it so that you have both the bike voucher and the bicycle at the same time, which is kind of dumb. Because it's like, ha, I have your bike, although I really am going to give you back this voucher. So, as you guys have seen in other games, we can now have the bicycle, and that allows us to travel around this, the outer world faster, and we have a beautiful song to play along with it. Yay! Of course, the second you step indoors, you have to get off your bicycle, so that's not much of a surprise, but the one part that we are actually going to get to right now, I had thought that we were going to be getting a little bit further at this point. This is going to be kind of a short episode, I know. But now we can actually go this way. Remember this tree that we had talked about before? We can cut this one now. Sweet! There are a number of trainers out on this road. So I think I'll start making my way through the trainers. I'm not going to go through every one of them. I will go through every one of them eventually. But for now, let's just try and make our way up to the edge of to the edge of this section. See if we can just get to the other Pokemon Center at the end of this road. Seeing how many battles that's actually going to take us. Because actually, in fact, we're gonna find our second team member out here. Our second permanent team member, Poncho being the first, obviously. So, of course, the question is, who is it, and what am I going to name it? That's the most important question. What am I going to name it? I honestly haven't really thought about that too much. Especially for being just my second member of my team. Like I've mentioned with you guys, I've been debating how many members of my team, my final team, I actually want. Somewhere between 3 and 5. I've entertained the idea of having a 6-member team, but it's not super important right now. But so here, okay, battle you. Ooh, super bug Pokemon. I can tackle you on, except I probably wouldn't tackle you because that wouldn't be very powerful. However, get out of here. Your level 20 Caterpie, level 20, yeah. Unless you have like a level 20 Butterfree and a level 20, okay. I am very unimpressed by you right now, Mr. Trainer. Like, seriously unimpressed right now. Alright, you did introduce a new Pokemon, Venonat. Venonat! Now, you guys saw what Venonat looks like right now. I was reading up on something the other day that totally caught me off guard. I don't know how well it'll actually come out here in the Pokédex, but let me just pull up something really quickly. Where is Venonat? Okay, there's Venonat. So we know what a Venonat looks like. It's got like the big fly eyeballs, it's got antennae, it's got little hands and little feet. Now, I was just, reading up on some other stuff. Look at Butterfree. Butterfree has those fly eyes, the antennae, little hands, little feet. I don't know. It was just something that had reached my attention a couple days ago. And likewise with... wow, I did not expect to have to battle that few trainers. Okay, that works awesome for me. So, what we will do in the next episode, we will collect our next member of our team. We will finish off the trainers that are out there on that route. And then we will start our adventure into the Rock Tunnel. Alright, this is Big Mac saying, later. Make sure I save this time for reals. Okay.